Yes, Iceberg's the name.
Back in March, you released a video to your single Aphrodite. Can you share with us where you drew your inspiration during the creation process of the single?
Oh, so Aphrodite was basically, it was something that I wanted to write originally for my mom. It's sort of like an appreciation song for women. But it started off, being a letter for my mom. But eventually, I thought, I want to sort of like make it relatable to people my age. So I sort of like got the idea of, Aphrodite being the ultimate, what do you call that? She being, the example for like women, and like, how she's basically the goddess of beauty and love. And, Aphrodite is sort of like a song that I made for the goddess, and just like, it's like an offering to her, and basically showing my thanks. That's basically what sparked, my idea for Aphrodite.
Cool. You also will be releasing a new track entitled Bedtime Stories on the 15th of May this year. Is there a backstory to the single, and do you plan on dropping a video to it as well?
Yes, there is a backstory for the new single. So basically, it's basically a song about making love, and that it's a part, like the part of the relationship where the two people sort of like get to the point where they're like, I think, we're ready to take it to the next level. And, it's the part where, all the butterflies come in, and, the neon lights and all that, it's just like exciting and fun. And, it's a very spontaneous kind of vibe. It's like that part of the relationship. But also, yes, like I'm working on a music video for Bedtime Story. It's gonna be super dope.
Okay. The Australian Prime Minister Scott, you got to help. I think it's Morrison recently shared that the National Covenant will be meeting to discuss lightening the lockdown measures due to COVID-19. How have you been able to use your time in social distance to improve your craft as an artist?
Oh man, like being at home like all day every day has really like got me making some more music in my bedroom, because like I originally started making music in the bedroom, so it's not a new thing for me. It's sort of like a thing that I actually enjoy a lot. Being by myself and like just having fun and jamming. I feel like the quarantine also gave me time to focus a little bit more on my instruments, and like learning a little bit more and playing guitar. I have more time, and like for my vocals to like I do like exercises and stuff. I feel like quarantine is not so bad, because it's a time where I can be creative and like come up with new concepts and ideas for the upcoming album, and just improve my skills overall.
Okay. In a recent interview, you shared that there are not a lot of platforms in Australia that focus on R&B. I was curious to see if you had any interest in possibly creating and providing that platform yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like because Australia is not big in R&B really. There's not people out here would rather listen to like the indie stuff and the punk and rock bands and all the other stuff. But I feel like for R&B artists it's different, because it's not like a thing they play in the radio all the time. So you gotta really find a way out to like make a platform for yourself, and put your music out there, whether it be like online. I feel like online streaming has helped all the majority of the Australian Melbourne R&B artists a lot. That like you really just gotta find a way and like make it your own thing.
I got you. I got you. How often do you get a chance to go back home since you now reside in Los Angeles?
Well, I come back and forth. Right now, I'm really in Australia only because of the coronavirus. If it wasn't for the coronavirus, I'd still be in LA right now. I come home like every 2-3 months. I go to LA for like 3 months and then come back home for a month and then come back to LA again, just so I can see my fam. I feel like everyone needs a break every now and then, just to like get back to their roots and soak in some new inspiration, take a break.
I guess since you are home, how have you been able to help? I guess through in the community through this COVID-19 epidemic.
Because we technically aren't allowed to leave our house until the 11th of May, which is the day when we go back to stage 2. Right now it's still sort of like it's still a bit. We're just trying to make sure that this coronavirus doesn't get worse or we don't get a second wave. So they want to delay a little bit more. But I feel like the most help that I've given would probably be to stay home. Just not going out and following the rules. And obviously, as an artist, we have social media as a platform. I've been using it to sort of put some live videos and performances to entertain people around the world who are also stuck in their homes. I feel like that's something that artists have been doing a lot this quarantine time.
That makes sense, and it gives people some hope to go through as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Many successful artists have their hands in all types of other business ventures as well. What are some of your other interests that you might like to tap into when the time is right?
Oh, that's a good question. I would love to get into acting as well, maybe, or get featured in some sort of movie. It would be crazy. What else? I'd love to make my own sort of documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Something that sort of tells the story one day. I want to sort of direct my own film and all that. I feel like I have that passion for that too, because I love just coming up with stories and lines and just making a whole new world is basically I feel like I'm developing something for it. So I might tap into that in the future.
You and WNBA All-Star Liz Cambates both have a passion for music and are both from Australia. Would you be interested in possibly collaborating with her on any projects in the near future, or in the future in general?
Oh yeah, I'm open to any open to. I'm very open to collaborations. So I feel like working with as much artists as I can will definitely help me as well. Develop my skills and my relationship with the artists in the music industry. So I'd be down for sure.
Okay. When it's normal weather and you can actually move around, what is your favorite city to perform in thus far?
I would say so far it would have to be Jakarta, Indonesia. Probably one of the best experiences in my life. The people was wild and people were so cool. They're so nice and they were just they definitely have been listening to me because like the love that they showed when they pulled up, that was really crazy for me.
Okay.
Definitely wanted to go back.
When you released Bedtime Stories later this month, it will mark your third single you dropped in the last 6 months. Is it safe to say that you are in album mode? And if so, when might we see a full project released, roughly, from you?
So the Bedtime Story single is coming out next week.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, next week. And there's also gonna be another single coming out after that. I would say maybe in another month or so. So yes, I'm definitely like in album mode. There's a lot of like new stuff that I'm gonna release, but I would say I expect the album to come around like summertime, like June, maybe.
Okay. That meant
Late June or July, early July.
okay.
That's what I would say.
Questions? Is there any thing else that you would like to share with us?
I mean, like, the single's coming out next week, and I'm super excited for it. There's gonna be a lot of posts that are coming out on my Instagram, a lot of like videos and promo photos. So stay tuned on my gram. Make sure you watch that. It's gonna be related to the whole album itself. So I feel like people need to keep an eye on the gram, because I'm very excited to show you guys what we've been working on, and the album's not gonna be it's not gonna disappoint. I believe. I feel like everyone will love it, and it's gonna be probably my best work.